The following is only intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
EC Productions.
Ass killer, ass killer, ass killer, ass killer, ass killer, ass killer, killer, records.
The new 3 stars, Adrian, Benji, Edward, in the Dickshit Dimwaud. The following story is fictional and does not depict any actual person or event. The episode starts with a secret meeting in Las Vegas between 3 men.
We've been watching you from afar, and we like the things you do.
One of the men said to Eric Barrell.
We need you to go to Riverside High and screw it up.
Another one of the men said.
I don't mind screwing up things. That's what I'm known for. But why did he choose me?
Eric asked.
You're a Dickshit Dimwaud, and the best we've ever seen. We've searched the entire United States looking for someone like you. Yes,
the other man said.
But when it comes to being a Dickshit Dimwaud, there's nobody better than you.
Really? Y'all make me blush. I feel so honored.
Eric Barrell said.
They're incredibly happy at Riverside High. You need to kill their spirits, stop all their happiness, make all the students there miserable.
You want me to be a teacher there?
No, principal.
But they already have a principal.
We're gonna kill him, but make it look like an accident. As the students and staff are grieving, we'll send you there to agitate them more.
Sounds fun. I can do that. I just have one question. Why do you want them to be happy?
We're part of a secret organization, the Humanati.
The other man said.
Oh shit, can I join? Because I really wanted to join. I knew you guys existed.
To join, you have to have sex with a goat.
Sex with a goat? Are you serious? I've been wanting to have sex with a goat since I was 13.
And you have to kill your mom.
Oh, that bitch is dead. Ever since I came out of the closet, we haven't spoken. And that was when I was 5.
And you have to swear all allegiance to John, a Dominic's manager.
Why? Who is he?
Lucifer.
Oh, snap. He's disguised as a Dominic's manager. That's a great disguise, especially since they're out of business.
He will always be a Dominic's manager, in our eyes. But never mind any of that. Until you complete your mission of making Riverside High bad, you won't be able to join the Humanati.
Oh, this is a trial run.
They nodded their heads.
I won't fail.
All of them stood up and shook hands.
We're counting on you.
And I won't let you down.
At Riverside High, Pharrell's Happy played from the speakers of the high school. All of the students walked to classes with smiles on their faces. On the way to class, many of them stopped to hug each other in the hallways.
I love you.
A senior girl told another senior.
No, I love you.
They hugged each other, then continued walking in the hallway to their respective class. The NTS were in the library. Edward and Adrian were dancing to Happy with girls as Benji read through a book. When Edward saw Benji wasn't dancing with them, he got upset. Hold on, Edward told the girl he was dancing with. He walked up to the desk Benji was at, reading the book. Benji, why don't you ever enjoy yourself here? Everyone at our school is happy except for you. Man, this Humanati stuff is deep, Benji said. Humanati, it's all fake to keep people paranoid. No, it's not. It's real. Benji stood up in Edward's face. Look at this book. Open it up and read it. Edward took the book and read the title. He opened it and looked at 2 pages. Oh, yes, I see what you mean. He hit Benji over the head with the book. Oh! Adrian, who was dancing, stopped and approached Edward. He pulled hard on his arm, forcing him to turn around. Hey, we're supposed to be happy, Adrian said to Edward aggressively. I am happy. Edward smacked Adrian in his face. Oh! Adrian grabbed Edward's arm in order to hurt him. Edward plucked him in his nose before turning his attention back to Benji. Now you gonna dance? Are you asking? Benji asked. Yeah, I'm asking. Then I'm dancing. Benji grabbed Edward's hands and started dancing with him. The 3 girls laughed as they watched the 2 guys dance together. When Edward let go of his hands, he hit Benji on the top of his head. Oh! Not with me, you idiot, the girls. He pointed to the 3 girls. Yeah, I'll dance with them. The girls' smiles got bigger when they saw the 3 of them walking towards them. They were dancing for another minute and then the music stopped abruptly. What happened? Adrian asked.
Yeah, the music never cuts off that quick. Something must be wrong with the sound system.
One of the girls said.
Students and staff, this is your Vice Principal, Andrew Michaels. I have some sad news to tell you. Principal Vincent is dead from severe bee stings.
He said over the intercom.
Oh my God.
One of the girls said as she reached for Edward. He hugged her as the other 2 girls cried. A tear ran down Benji's face as Adrian began crying. I haven't cried this much since James on Good Times died. Adrian said as he wiped his tears with Kleenex. Edward hit him over the head with a closed fist. Oh! The next day they saw a tall, heavy-set, slouchy black man with glasses wearing a blue vest walking up to all the students.
Hello?
He said when he walked up to them. Hello, who are you? Adrian asked.
I'm Eric Barrell. I'm the new principal.
He explained. Wait, Eric Barrell? Benji asked.
Yeah, that's my name.
Bah. Edward looked meanly at Benji and then smacked him. Oh, Eric Barrell? Bah humbug, Adrian said. Edward tried to poke him in his eyes, but Adrian blocked it. Edward used 4 fingers in order to poke him in his eyes. Oh, block that, sap, Edward said. Principal Vincent hasn't been buried yet, and you're here already? Benji asked.
I was told to move swiftly. Well, nice meeting you.
He walked away. Something strange about that man, Edward said. He's gay. Not that. Yeah, I'm gay every day, Adrian said with a huge smile on his face. Edward held out his fist in front of Adrian. You see that? Yeah. Edward hit his fist and then with a circular motion knocked his fist into Adrian's head. Oh! I don't trust him. He's here way too quick. Yeah, I thought it'd be a few weeks before we get a new principal. I hope the Humanati isn't involved. Don't start, Benji. One of the girls they were dancing with the day before came to their locker crying. Are you okay, Carmen?
No, I can't believe Principal Vincent died like that, and they already replaced him.
Carmen said. Benji hugged her. I know, Benji said. I'm sorry, kid, Edward said as he patted her on her back. She hugged Edward and then Adrian before walking away from their locker. This sucks, Edward. I know. The school went from the happiest to the saddest in one day. When the bell rang, indicating it was time for the students to head to their classes, most of the students walked slowly, not caring if they were late. When the NTS got in their third period class, the teacher, Miss Thompson, looked very sad. A beautiful woman with dark brown skin, curly hair, a gorgeous face, and a nice figure was in the room standing next to her. We are all grieving the loss of Principal Vincent. Anyone that wants to talk about it in private, you can talk to Miss Perez. She's a new student counselor, Miss Thompson said. Adrian stood up and tried to walk towards her, but was grabbed by Edward. While Edward was holding him, Benji tried to walk towards Miss Perez, but was tripped by Edward, who put his left foot out, causing Benji to fall. Some of the students laughed while others remained sad. Adrian, Benji, Edward, what is this about? I want to talk to Miss Perez. I'm sad, but I'm 100% sure she can cheer me up, Adrian said. Well, I'm 200% sure she can cheer me up, Benji said. I got both of you beat. I'm 399% sure she can cheer me up, Edward said. Well, I'm 400% sure, Adrian said, getting in Edward's face. Edward hit him in the top of his head with a closed fist. Oh! Stop all this foolishness, Miss Thompson said. Adrian, if you want to go first to the counselor, you can go. Adrian stuck his tongue out at Edward. Edward grabbed the stapler off his desk and stapled 3 staples into Adrian's tongue. Edward, stop. I'm going to give you detention. Okay, Edward said as he sat down. Adrian painfully took the staples out of his tongue and then exited the classroom with Miss Perez. Don't worry. He's not going to get the digits, Edward told Benji quietly. The next day they heard Eric Barrell page what sounded like every student in the school to his office starting in the morning all the way until it was time to leave for the day. When the NTS came to his office, they wondered what they were doing there.
Do you know why you 3 are in here?
Eric asked. No, Benji said. Did I smack them too hard? Edward asked.
No, you were late to 3 classes yesterday, which is unacceptable.
It was hard to get motivated. Principal Vincent was like a father to most of us, Adrian admitted. Yeah, Eric, most of us were mourning his death, Edward explained.
I don't care if you're mourning the death of Michael Jackson. Tardiness is unacceptable here.
Who died and made you God? Benji asked.
Principal Vincent, obviously. Now I'm the head nigga in charge. Lean on Me. Great movie.
Never seen it.
Netflix it then. Anyway, all 3 of you will serve your detention today after school.
Come on, Eric, have a little heart.
I don't have a heart.
They stood up and he gave them detention slips. They walked out of his room angry. Once they were in the hallway, they heard him page another student. They saw their friend Jasmine and knew she was upset right away.
That ape in a blue vest just gave me detention,
Jasmine said. We didn't see no ape in a blue vest. Eric's the one who gave us our detentions, Adrian said. Edward kicked Adrian in the back of his leg. Oh,
that's what I was talking about. Eric Barrell. I'm going to try to fight this.
She had a detention slip in her hand. How can you fight it? Edward asked. Yeah, he's the school principal, Benji said.
I'm going to find a way too.
Jasmine said before walking away. As they walked to their last classroom, they noticed the vibe in their high school had changed. All of the students looked mad or sad. This can't be the same high school, Adrian said. Sadly puddin' it is. Edward said. Just a few days ago, everyone was happy. Now everyone looks sad. Benji said as he looked at all the students in the hallway faces. I have a feeling it's gonna get worse with that Dick around. Hey, I resent that, Adrian said, bumping up against Edward. Not you, Adrian, Eric. Oh, I hope you're wrong about it getting worse, but I think you're right, Benji said. When it was time for detention, there were so many students they had to put desks in the hallway. Miss Perez walked up with a baffled look on her face.
Why are all of you in the hallway?
Miss Perez asked. It isn't enough desks for detention in the detention room, Adrian told her.
Desks? Isn't enough room for all the students to fit in there.
One of the students sitting next to Adrian said.
He gave almost everyone in the school detention.
Another student explained to Miss Perez.
Wait, who is he?
Miss Perez asked. Eric, Adrian said. She rolled her eyes and then shook her head.
Please, Laura, let me calm down.
She said to herself.
I'll be back.
She walked towards Eric's office as she looked at the desks lined up in all of the hallways with students. When she got to his office, he was talking to someone on the phone. When he looked up and saw Miss Perez standing at his desk with a stern look, he knew he had to hang up.
I'll call you back later, okay?
He asked.
All right, bye.
He hung up the phone.
Hello, Miss Perez, right?
Yes, can I ask you something?
Go for it.
Why did you give all those students detentions?
They broke the law.
They broke the law?
Oh, I'm sorry. They broke the school policy.
By doing what?
I checked the cameras. Everybody you see out there was late for at least one class yesterday.
Really? Students are going through a lot. The principal just died. Many of them were in the office crying their eyes out to me.
They were only in your office because they think you're hot.
No, most of them were truly sad.
What happened to Principal Vincent has nothing to do with me.
It should. I know you're trying to prove yourself and make your mark at the school, but you have to show some compassion.
Compassion? What's that?
Miss Perez shook her head in anger.
No, I'm serious. What's that?
This is a school. Why don't you get a dictionary and look it up?
She walked out of his office with strong feelings of hostility. When she got back in the hallway, she saw the teacher who was running detention out in the hallway passing out the sign-in sheet. Miss Perez could barely walk due to all the desks on both sides of the hallway. It was now more students in the hallway than it was before when she went into Eric's office. Is every student in school here? Edward asked the student that was sitting next to him in the hallway.
Seems that way, bro.
The student said, You're here for attendance?
Yeah, I think everyone is, bro.
Everybody was sad, and that new principal took advantage of it, Benji said.
Taking advantage of someone else's misery? That shows what kind of scumbag he is.
Miss Perez stopped and looked at Edward. Yes?
I'm going to try to talk to the principal again to make sure this doesn't happen again. This can't happen again.
Miss Perez said. She walked away.
Man, bro, she is fine.
The student next to Edward said, That's bad.
What's bad, bro?
The finest female in this school is the school counselor.
Hey, I didn't say it. You did, bro.
They both laughed. The next day in school, Eric Barrell was walking in the hallway of Riverside High. When he saw two students hugging, he tapped one of them on the shoulder.
Hey, this is a no hugging zone,
Eric said.
You're a Dickshit Dimwaud.
The other girl said.
I know I am, but so are you.
The girl stared at him but did not respond.
Don't let me catch you hugging again.
He warned them.
If I do, it's detention.
He walked by the two girls as they rolled their eyes at him. When he came to the NTS's locker, they had no time to avoid him.
Hello?
Hi, Eric, Benji said.
I have a question. Why doesn't anyone call me Principal Barrell?
It's gonna take some time. We all miss Principal Vincent, Edward explained.
But I'm the new principal. You need to get over him. He's dead. Move on. It's been 4 days.
What a heartless prick,
one of the girls said to him. She heard what he said when she was walking by the NTS's locker.
Excuse me, this doesn't concern you, so see your way out of it, girlfriend.
She rolled her eyes.
What's your name? Asshole.
She stormed off.
Excuse me, what's your name? Whoever you are when I find out, detention.
Is that your favorite word? Adrian asked.
No, why would you think that?
After yesterday, why wouldn't we? Benji asked.
I just want discipline in this school. For too long, you people have done whatever you wanted.
Hey, what do you mean, you people? Adrian asked loudly.
Whoa, calm down. Don't blow a fuse. I'm black like you.
You're not black like us. We're not Uncle Tom's, you are. Benji said. I'm not even an uncle, Adrian said. Edward smacked Adrian in his mouth. Oh!
Uncle Tom? I've never been called that before. I've been called a sellout, a fake, scumbag, an idiot, a GBC, whatever that means. but never Uncle Tom.
Eric told them, but his name isn't Tom. Edward hit Adrian in his stomach. When Adrian bent over because of his stomach pain, Edward hit him in his head.
Why so violent? Were you beat up as a child?
No, were you? Benji asked.
All the time.
No wonder you're a loser.
Nope, not the first time I've heard that, but Uncle Tom, interesting.
He walked away from their locker. That guy gives me the creeps. Me too. Me three, Adrian said. Maybe he's gonna retire soon. He just got here, egghead. He ain't gonna quit yet. The hallway was being mopped by the school janitor. Although there was a caution sign up when Eric Byrell saw two girls taking a selfie by their locker, he was angered, causing him to run at them.
Hey, no selfies in school,
he said as he continued to run towards them. The two students took off running as he chased after them. When he slipped, he fell hard on his back. The students who saw him fall began laughing hysterically.
When I get up, who's ever laughing will have detention today after school.
He heard more laughing.
That's it, detention. As soon as I get up, if I can get up. I knew I shouldn't have eaten those 60 wings last night.
Two male students saw he was struggling to get up and decided to help him to his feet.
Dang, Eric, you need to lose some pounds.
One of the students said.
That's not for you to decide. Detention!
How's that detention? I help you up, Eric. If it wasn't for me, you'd still be laying on your back like a fat idiot.
It's Principal Byrell.
Okay, Principal Byrell.
Why you gotta say it like that? I don't mess up your name, do I?
You don't know my name, sir.
You don't have to call me sir. This isn't a military school.
Are you sure? You make it seem like it's one man.
Eric looked at the other student who helped him up. He had a slight smirk on his face.
Oh, you think this is funny, sir? Detention!
I didn't do anything, he told Eric.
Eric, you're a GBC.
The other student said.
I want to ask you something. What does that mean? It seems to be some code like OPP and NWA. It took me years to find out what those meant. But what does GBC mean? I mean, it sounds kind of cool. GBC.
A goofball coward.
They both walked away from him.
That's another detention, mister. I'm going to check the cameras and find what locker you were at and what classroom you were in today. Then I will know who you are and I will call you to my office.
I'm going to check the cameras and find out how much you eat per day.
The student shouted back as his friend with him laughed. Oh, that was a good one, Joe. The other student said as he put out his hand for his friend to shake.
Detention! That's 3. Want to make it 4?
That ungrateful motherfucker didn't even say thank you for helping him up.
The student told his friend as Eric turned around to look at the lockers.
Now, to see who was laughing at me when I fell.
All the students' backs were turned as Eric looked at them. A student with tears in her eyes came up to Eric.
Why do you act so mean? We're trying to get through this hard time, and you don't care.
The student said as Eric rolled his eyes.
Hard time. Cry me a river. It's been 4 days and you still aren't over this guy?
4 days. Sometimes it takes a year to get over people dying. You want us to get over it in 4 days?
Yes. I don't care that he died. I only care about having power in my paycheck.
You're a bitch.
She walked away from him.
Detention for you.
You're such a douchebag.
Another student said as he walked by him.
Detention. Why all the disrespect? I've never been treated this way before. I know I'm a Dickshit Dimwaud, and I'm proud to be. But all these other insults need to stop. Did you guys talk to your last principal this way?
He asked one of the students.
We liked our last principal. We don't like you.
The student told him with a serious expression on his face.
And we don't respect you.
Another student standing next to her said.
You have no choice. I'm the principal. And if you don't respect me, I can make your life a living hell.
You already have, and I still don't respect you.
Yeah, respect is earned, not given.
The first student said.
Well, I'm giving you 2 ladies detention.
Eric said before walking away from them. Later in the day, the lunchroom was full of students laughing. One of the students uploaded Eric's fall to YouTube. The students laughed as they watched it. The student who uploaded it also had a replay of the fall in slow motion. When Eric Byrell saw what the students were watching in the lunchroom, he didn't think it was funny. He snatched Adrian's phone away from him. Hey, that's my phone! Adrian complained to him.
Who uploaded this?
Eric asked. I don't know.
If you tell me you uploaded this, I'll give you your phone back.
Honest, bub. We don't know, Edward said. But it sure is funny. All 3 of them laughed. The laughter made Eric so angry he slammed Adrian's phone down on the lunchroom table. Watch it, that's my phone!
Detention!
Is that the only word you know? Edward asked.
No, I know other words like suspended and expelled.
But you can't give us attention for watching a video on YouTube.
If it's inappropriate to watch, yes I can, and that is so inappropriate. So to make things clear, all three of you have detention after school.
He gave all three of them detention slips. They were upset as he left their table.
This guy is unbelievable.
Benji said.
What are we gonna do?
Serve our detention. What else can we do? He threatened us with suspension or getting expelled.
Edward said.
But this seems so unfair. Every time we breathe, this guy gives us detention.
Adrian said.
It's just not us. Look.
Edward pointed to Eric Barrell. They saw him handing out more detention slips to students who were watching him fall on YouTube.
Maybe we can talk to someone.
Benji said.
Who?
Miss Perez.
You just want to talk to her because she's unreasonably hot.
Well, yeah, but she is very nice. She was upset about all the detentions he gave out yesterday.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, but it's gonna be today if he doesn't stop.
They looked over and saw Eric Barrell was still handing out detention slips.
I wonder where he keeps all of his detention slips.
I know, it's like he's pulling them out of his ass.
Edward saw Adrian's hand was almost in the back of his pants.
What are you doing? Maybe I'll pull out a pink slip for Eric out of my ass.
Edward smacked Adrian.
Oh!
Before the NTS went to detention, they stopped in Miss Perez's office.
Hi, guys. What is it?
Miss Perez asked.
We got detention.
Benji said.
What do you do this time? Forget to tie your shoes and Eric caught you?
What?
No, I'm teasing. But it wouldn't surprise me if he started handing out detentions for that.
The NTS took a deep breath.
So what did you do?
Nothing besides watch this video.
Adrian handed her his phone. She laughed hysterically as she viewed it.
That's what he gets.
Miss Perez almost forgot the NTS were in her office. She straightened out her voice and stopped smiling.
Sorry, you three posted this?
No.
But I put the link on my Facebook page, Adrian said.
I put it on my Instagram page as Dumb Teacher Falls.
Edward said.
And I put the link on my Facebook page as Dumbest Teacher Alive hits the deck.
Benji said.
If you didn't upload it, why'd he give you detention?
He gave everybody that was looking at his fall detention.
We'll still go to detention, and I promise you, I would talk to him and resolve the issue.
Thank you.
They said before turning to leave.
Don't forget your phone.
She gave Adrian his phone back. After they left their office, they tried to go to the detention room. But like the previous day, it was too packed. Therefore, they had to take desks from one of the classrooms and put it in the hallway. Miss Perez walked to Eric's office. Eric was playing a game on his phone when she walked in.
Hello, Miss Perez. What can I do for you?
Eric asked her.
Why are you giving detention to every student who watches your epic fail?
I deem it inappropriate, so I gave them detention. I should suspend the little creatures.
Creatures? Did you just call the students creatures?
That's the way they're acting.
I visited this school and did my research on it. The students at this school all get along, and this school has one of the best GPAs in the nation. #1 here in Ohio. Today I had to break up 3 fights and attendance is starting to dwindle.
What are you trying to say? I did all of that?
Yes. If you continue to make the students feel miserable, they're going to get worse. What are you trying to prove?
I'm not trying to prove anything. I just want the students to respect me.
Well, you're doing a bad job.
Listen, if the kids had a video of you showering...
Wait, let me stop you right there. Not the same thing. The video of you is of you falling. You had an epic fail.
An epic fail I didn't want to be reminded of. It already has 10,000 views.
Miss Perez had a noticeable frustrated look on her face.
10,000 views? My YouTube page of me singing didn't have that many views.
Well, maybe you should fall, then have someone record it. High school canceled as epic fail.
You can't give people detentions for watching.
Oh, I will. It is very inappropriate to watch that on school property.
They're watching you fall, not adult movies.
I feel violated like they are.
Okay, Eric, I'm done.
She realized there was no getting through to him. Consequently, she stormed out of his office. Edward, who was sitting next to Benji, could tell something was on his mind.
What's eating you, kid?
Edward asked.
What were we talking about the first day we met Eric Barrell?
We've been talking about him so much. Remind me of the conversation.
The timing of everything.
The timing of what?
Principal Vincent dies mysteriously. Then 2 days later we get Eric, and now everything in the school is going bad.
Oh yeah, that conversation. Now even if I don't think it's a coincidence, they said he was stung by bees in the parking lot that night, right?
Right. But why would they attack him and no one else?
They saw Miss Perez walking their way.
Hey, Miss Perez.
Yes?
Do you have access to the school cameras?
I can get access. Why?
Benji motioned for her to come close.
We think Principal Vincent was murdered. Whoever did it put Eric here.
Edward told her quietly.
I don't think all this happened is a coincidence either.
Edward and Benji were surprised she believed them.
The longer Eric Barrell stays here, the worse it gets. See me after detention.
We will.
After detention was over, they went to Miss Perez's office. What do we do now? Adrian asked her.
Eric went home already, so the coast is clear. We can go to the camera room.
Miss Perez said.
How are we going to get in there?
Benji asked.
Are we gonna have to pick the lock?
Edward asked.
No, I have the key.
Miss Perez said with a huge smile on her face.
Oh, she has the key.
They said.
You guys are silly. Do you even know how to pick a lock?
No, that's why I'm glad you have the key, Adrian said.
Let's go.
They followed Miss Perez to the camera room. When they got inside, she wasn't sure how to access the cameras.
Okay, which one of you is good with computers?
Edward and Adrian pointed to Benji. Miss Perez smiled at him.
I had a feeling it was you.
Benji jumped onto the computer.
So they said they found Principal Vincent's body in the backseat of his car, but no bees.
Benji said. Benji typed the date into the computer and it went to a black screen.
What does that mean?
Somebody erased the footage from the parking lot cameras from that night.
Most of them moaned or took a deep breath.
What are we gonna do?
Edward asked. A big smile came across Benji's face.
I got it.
Benji went to a website called Spy Satellite.
Turn around.
Why?
I don't want any of you to see my password.
Edward, Adrian, and Miss Perez turned around as he typed in his password.
Okay, I'm in.
This better not be another one of your Illuminati things.
No, but this is one of the sites I go to learn about it.
What are you looking for?
Miss Perez asked.
I'm looking for the cameras from Monique's.
The pizza place from across the street?
Benji nodded his head.
And I found them. Now cross your fingers that footage hasn't been deleted from that night.
They all crossed their fingers as Benji typed in the date of when Principal Vincent died. The footage from that day came on.
Yes, now all I have to do is find the best angle and zoom into our parking lot using their camera footage.
You are a genius, Benji.
I know.
Miss Perez laughed while Edward hit Benji in the back of his head.
Oh, dang, Edward.
Just get busy and find something.
Edward told him.
Okay.
He found a great angle that gave direct sight to the Riverside employee parking lot. Everyone in the room became silent when they saw Principal Vincent appear on the screen. When he got in his car, they saw the bees swarm his car from the inside. It was painful for all of them to see.
Go back hours before he comes to the parking lot.
Yeah, we need to know how the bees got in his car.
Miss Perez said. Benji went back and they saw a man in a white outfit with a cage in his hand.
Bingo.
Bingo, do I win a prize? Adrian asked.
Yeah, close your eyes and put out your hand. Oh boy!
Once Adrian's eyes were shut and his hand was out, Edward pushed his hand into his face, making him smack himself.
Oh! Get out.
They watch as an unknown man puts the cage in Principal Vincent's car and then leaves.
He had a key to Principal Vincent's car?
You think it was someone he knew?
Could have been, but if it was a Illuminati, it wouldn't have to be.
You believe in that kind of stuff?
I think this video just made me a believer.
He could have had the key made without Principal Vincent's knowledge.
Fast forward, Adrian said. I want to see if that astronaut comes back.
Astronaut?
They asked.
What? He's dressed like he's going on a spaceship.
It looks like contamination gear.
Miss Perez said, referring to the unknown killer.
Whoever he is, he's definitely not an astronaut.
There he is. Benji stopped fast forwarding and let it play. They see the unknown man spray the car with a toxic that kills the bees immediately. Then he grabbed the dead principal's body and moves it to the back seat of his car. He collected all of the dead bees and put them back in the cage.
The cage must have been controlled by that man. That's why the bees didn't fly around until Principal Vincent was in his car.
Why couldn't he get out when the bees were attacking him?
I thought about that too.
Benji said.
That dude in the white had another key, right?
Right?
Edward said.
What if his key locked Principal Vincent in?
He would have gotten out of his car if he could.
Miss Perez said.
I think he was locked in. Too bad you can't zoom anymore. I wish we could see if he had his hand on the door trying to get out.
Sorry, Miss Perez. That's the most I can zoom in.
It's fine. It shows the police it wasn't an accident like they thought it was. Benji, can you make a copy of that?
I can make a copy and download it to my phone.
Make a copy of that, and then we're going into police.
What about Eric? Adrian asked.
What about him?
I want Eric.
I want him too, but that's not him on the video.
Yeah, Miss Perez, but he had to know something about this.
Edward said.
He's hiding something.
Adrian said. Miss Perez began laughing.
What's so funny?
I know how we can get him.
That night, Eric Barrell was getting ready for bed when he heard a knock at his door. Although he was in his pajamas, he opened the door to see who it was. There was no one there. Hence, he shut the door and turned around in order to walk away. He took 3 steps and someone knocked on the door again.
Really?
Eric asked.
I hate trick-or-treaters. Wait, it isn't Halloween.
He opened the door and was pushed down by a tall hooded figure. All the lights in his house went off.
Oh God, who are you?
Eric, who was terrified, crawled away from the door backwards. He could not see the hooded figure's face, but he saw his glowing red eyes. That made Eric Barrell fear for his life.
I am a dark entity from hell. The Illuminati sent me.
The dark entity said. When it talked, Eric could hear 2 voices simultaneously. One sounded like a woman, the other sounded like a demonic voice full of evil.
Why? I did everything those guys asked me to do.
And what did they ask you to do?
Make Riverside High miserable. Make all the students upset.
You're not doing a good job. It needs to be much worse.
I've always been a doofus. Screwing up things is what I do best. I promise you I'll make it worse for the students. Instead of detentions, I will start giving suspensions.
Good. And Principal Vincent?
What about him?
Does anyone know?
No. Oh, that you guys killed him? No, no one knows. You should have had me do it.
You're too much of a coward, Eric Barrell. You're shaking even now.
I'm glad you guys killed him. Everybody still thinks it was an accident.
The lights in his house came on, and 2 policemen walked into his house.
Eric Barrell, get up. You're under arrest for withholding police information in a murder investigation.
One of the officers said.
Does this mean I can't be principal anymore?
Eric Barrell, you can't be as stupid as you look. I mean, you look like a goofball, incredibly unintelligent. But please tell me you're playing with that last question.
What? It's an honest question.
The policeman shook his head and then pulled him to his feet. When Eric looked at the hooded figure, he saw it was a student with sunglasses on. In the middle, the sunglasses had red eyes that glowed when the lights were off. When the student took the sunglasses off, Eric recognized Benji right away. He was in an outfit that had him attached to Adrian, who was underneath him. With the long hood on, it made them appear to be one person and not 2.
Oh, wow. You guys really punked me. Where's Ashton Kutcher? Where is he? He's got to be here somewhere, right?
Miss Perez and Edward walked in the door with microphones in their hands.
Oh, you guys were the ones talking. That's awesome. Can I get a high five?
Eric put up his hand, but Miss Perez did not slap it. Instead, she looked at him with a weird expression.
What? I'm trying to give you credit. You punked me.
The officer put handcuffs on him. Hey, Edward, help get us out of here, Adrian said, referring to the suit he and Benji were now trapped in. Edward walked over to him in an attempt to help them. When he did, Benji lost his balance and dove into Edward, kicking him in his face.
Oh!
Edward fell to the floor.
Oh, I'm sorry, Edward.
Benji said as he helped him up.
Numbskull.
Edward said as he pulled Benji's nose with his left hand and then smacked him with his right hand.
Oh!
I hope you guys didn't get me killed. Please tell me I'm not on tape talking about the Illuminati.
Eric asked Miss Perez.
If anyone kills you, it's your fault. You could have said no.
Question. How do you know all this was going to work?
I know you try to act tough at the school, but I knew you were a coward.
But I'm not known for being a coward.
I know. You're known for being a Dickshit Dimwaud.
Wow, Miss Perez, you cursed.
Benji said.
Oops. I forgot you guys were still in here.
Eric Barrell looked disappointed.
Bye, Principal Barrell.
She waved to him.
Now someone calls me Principal Barrell.
The officers walked Eric Barrell out of the house. The next day in school, they heard the vice principal on the intercom.
Students and staff, this is Vice Principal Andrew Michaels.
He said,
I want to let you know the investigation into the death of Principal Vincent is being reopened, and Eric Barrell has been relieved of his duties as school principal.
The students cheered like they were at a high school sporting event.
Effective immediately, I will step into the role of school principal.
The students cheered again.
Have a good day.
They heard Pharrell's Happy being played over the intercom. All of the students started dancing in their classes. Even Miss Perez got out of her office chair and began swinging her hips as she snapped her fingers to the music. The NTS were happy again as they danced with some of the girls in their class. The end.